just to know that you're starting that, that you're starting that process of having a family and growing as a family was neat to me.
And in my heart, I felt like it was a little seed. Through their obedience, adopting her, it was like a little seed God planted. And I remember telling Will, I said, you know what? I think we've got a child in China.
She wanted to be a mom, and I wanted to be a dad, and to finally get that was really special.
You're so blessed. Yeah. Families, can be all different colors, shapes, and sizes. It doesn't matter. It's just you have that love as your center, and that's all it really requires. So.
Over the years, I think God kept bringing situations into our life, families into our lives that confirmed that's what He really wanted us to do. And it's interesting because the girls were so influential in really encouraging us to do this, and especially our youngest. And
one thing that I kept feeling in my heart is if we didn't adopt Rosie, then she would never come to the United States. She probably wouldn't marry whoever she's going to marry. God has a plan for her. And it's like, I feel like one day I cannot wait until Rosie, the possibilities are endless. I say she could be a great celloist. She could be a heart surgeon to the next president, but she could be a camp leader.
Or she could go back to China.
She could be a
and
missionary.
Have an impact in her home country.
But again, I just think, God has a plan for each of our lives, and I truly believe that we waited as long as we did for Lainey J, and she's just supposed to be our daughter. And there's no difference between her and this little boy that we've got coming, and we're just excited that she's going to have a sibling. But we really feel like she's kind of allowed this gift because we feel like, we waited on her. And
in some cases, not necessarily ours, but in some cases, you're giving that child hope. You're giving him a chance.
I know God has His hand on everybody's life, but just think, I'm gonna tell her the story about Chuck and about how God just laid it on my heart, and that He's got such a big plan for her life, or He would not get two people who live in deep South Georgia, to have the desire to adopt her. It was all in His plan, and what an exciting. I don't know what exciting life she can have if she just submits to Him.
How awesome is it going to be for her to have the kind of self-worth that she's going to realize that God brought me out of the situation I was in and brought me to a new situation for me to blossom and bloom and be able to be all I can be. And I think that's going to just, I think it's going to give her just such wonderful self-value to realize that.
And so adoption, it's a beautiful thing. God adopted us into His family. And in His Word, what does He say? If you've done this unto the least of these, you've done it unto me. So really, what is adoption? It's just loving God.
But she is. She's perfect. She really is. And she's, I would have never dreamed of having her grow. You dream of it, but you don't really.
she's better.
Yeah.